In this episode of Fictional Hangover, we talk about how raiders got a raid, cinematic violence, and buckets in our discussion of The Bone Raiders by Jackson Ford. Hey everybody, welcome to Fictional Hangover, a podcast about books that is full of spoilers. Every week we discuss a different book in way too much juicy detail. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Claire, and today we're going to discuss The Bone Raiders by the one and only Jackson Ford.
Standard disclaimer. If you haven't read this book, you should know better by now.
Yeah. What you doing with your life? Reevaluate your life choices.
Seriously. If Jackson Ford has a book out, we will be talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So please
it's not too
remember.
late to put it on a Christmas wish list.
That's true. Please
or
remember. Or Hanukkah, or I don't know the time of other holidays. But
no,
it's never too late to get
Birthday?
The Bone Raiders.
New Year.
Yes. If you haven't read this, please remember that Fictional Hangover is all about spoilers. If you haven't read or listened and don't want to be spoiled, stop listening to us and go read or listen to the book. Then come back. If you haven't done this but want to pretend that you have, you need to read it. Or if you don't care about spoilers, you need to read it. Or if you just like the show so much that you don't care about any of that, then listen up. Also, you need to read this book.
And do you know why else I advocate? Getting the broken binding and fairy loot editions as well.
Yes. If you can find them, you should acquire them.
Procure them.
Definitely.
It's a Jackson Ford one, so you know we're going to be Fruit Looped.
Yes, definitely.
Especially when we talk to Jackson Ford.
Yeah.
Which comes as no surprise to anybody, because
Yeah.
Jackson Ford, he's our busy mate when it comes to podcast.
Yeah, he is.
Anywho, that's not the background information.
That's not the background information, although it could be. Like, go back and listen to the New and Indie Spotlight episode that we had about the Bone Raiders.
Oh, that's good background info.
It is. Go check out the bonus episode, which... Does it have anything to do with the book? Hard to say.
Yes, ish.
Go and listen to those. But also, and this was also covered a little bit in the bonus episode, but I read an interview with the Nerd Daily, and they asked where the inspiration for Bone Raiders came from, and his answer is Saturday morning cartoons. I'm not joking.
No, we're not. No.
Yeah. And that's it. That's what you need to know. Saturday morning cartoons.
We're not going to tell you which one.
Nope.
You have to go and listen to the bonus episode to find that one out.
Yep.
And I'm not going to tell you what time point it is
Nope,
either.
because we don't know.
No, and we're not going to check, and we're not going to bookmark it.
No.
Because you need the whole cocktail of crazy.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. So anyway...
Actually thinking about how we got to that it was not linear.
It's a long and winding road.
Even Frodo didn't have this long a road.
No.
Anywho,
we're very excited. Initial thoughts, I think, are just Jackson Ford, yes.
Millennial heart with my hands.
Oh, and then I did the present day one. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I can't get away with that.
Hearts happened. Hearts! That's amazing.
Yes.
All right, everyone.
Again, another clip for you, Amanda.
Another clip. There it is.
We've got 2 so far.
It's perfect.
Let's see if we can get a full week.
All right. Yes, let's do that. Okay.
That's a challenge to ourselves.
Yes. Do you have any initial thoughts other than yes?
No, I think I've pretty much covered it all, thank you.
Okay, cool. I like it. Let's dig in, because it's going to be a little bit of a long summary.
Yes, but we'll probably talk about it as we go through.
Definitely
I've been quite enjoying that format.
Me too.
So.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, same.
The new Great Khan is intent on decimating all the villages in the tapestry if the villagers don't come to the capital city of Karakorum and join his army. It seems there's only one group that might be able to stop him, the Ricotta. One of their scouts was just captured by a small village, but when the villagers discover that she's not just any regular old raider, but a bone raider, literally wearing the bones of her enemies, they flip their shit. Things only get worse for this small village when the Aratan, what can only be described as a giant fucking lizard, arrives, grabs up the leader of the village, burns him to a crisp, and eats him.
The end. Don't need any more.
Nope.
Right. I'm going to apologise now for really not being able to pronounce a lot of these. It's a month since I listened to it.
And so also, it's alternate universe Mongolia, so we will butcher them anyway.
And it's me, so...
You will just say them 8 different ways.
It keeps things interesting. Sienna feels like a complete idiot for getting captured, and she's not loving the fact that a guy was just crisped and eaten by an Aratan right in front of the pool she's currently tied to. Sounds like fun. She knew leaving her comfy life in the palace and joining the raiders wouldn't be easy, and that she could die any day. But, not like this.
Not
Jesus
like this.
Fucking Christ.
Not like this.
Is being able to live your life the way you want it worth being flame roasted and devoured? Yeah. Sienna tries to escape her bonds, and as more villagers are eaten, and luckily is able to kick off her boot, grab a rock with her toes, magnificent, hoist her foot above her head, catch the rock, and saw herself free before she is eaten by the lizard. As she grabs for her blades, the only things apart from her long braid that she's kept from her palace life, the Aratan spots her.
Hagelin and Khunvish, 2 other members of the Bone Raiders, have split from the rest of the group. Chimeg, the chief, Eri, the archer/hero, and sorry everyone, Sarnai, the other one, are waiting for a signal from Sienna, but they've been waiting a long time. Hagelin spots a tiny lizard and freaks out because she hates lizards, even tiny ones. But Khunbish is unperturbed or unaware. She's on something. Off in her own world inside her head, her hand on her pouch around her neck. Look, no one knows what's in the pouch. They're all a little too afraid of Hun, who always says that Father Sky won't allow her to die, to try to find out. She probably wouldn't kill another member of their group since there's only 6 of them left, but, you never know. You never know with Hun. No one even knows how old she is. Like, she might be immortal. She can't die. She might be immortal.
In our hearts, she is.
Yeah, definitely. All the Bone Raiders are terrifying in their own ways, all wearing the various bones of their victims artfully about their persons. But, really, the Ricotta are not all that bad for raiders. They mostly only kill when they absolutely have to, which is pretty nice for murdersome bone-wearing raiders.
Hey, listen, right? I think that's a really good tactic. It's the same with pirates, okay? Mm-hmm, pirates do not want to actively attack other boats, right? Because that's how you lose lives. Yeah. So you be fearsome, you have drama. Look at Blackbeard, okay? Yeah. So wear the bones of your victims as a terrifying signal to other people to say, don't fuck with me.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. And then you get into less fights. I think it's a very sound business plan. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And also stylish. Yeah. Anyhow, finally there's a signal of some sort, but it's the village that's on fire because of the Aratan. Sienna, in a moment of extreme slapstick gold in wearing one boot, tried to run from the giant fire-breathing lizard, jumped on a wagon, the wagon was trampled, and now, somehow, Sienna is on the Aratan's back, kind of steering it, using the little nubbins on its head.
It's perfection.
It's genius. While she's riding around, a group from the Khan arrives, but with many swords and attacks by her friends and some trampling and fire-breathing by the Aratan, the Khan's group is defeated. Unfortunately, in this chaos, Sanai is killed, and Sienna drives the it's too many ears. Aratan off a cliff. She makes it a little singed, but the lizard plummets to the ground below and runs away. Poor lizard. It did all the heavy lifting.
It did. You know, I feel a little bad for Sarnai, because earlier when I was describing her, she was described as the other one, but like she dies immediately. She dies on like
she
page
is the other one
4.
then.
She's the other. She's
the
a
literal
one.
red shirt. She's a literal red shirt.
Dead.
Womp womp.
The Bone Raiders really needed supplies from that raid, but since it went horribly awry, they decide to head to the marshes. As they are plodding along on their remaining horses with what is left of their meager supplies, most of it having been trampled and or probably devoured by the Aratan, Sienna gets an idea.
Oh.
A horribly wonderful idea.
Oh.
She wants to ride the Aratan against the Khan's army.
Yes!
Everyone laughs at her idea, pleased that she's trying to lighten the mood since Sarnai just died, but like the plan is hilariously bad. Good joke. Good one, Sienna.
No.
Very good. But no, she's serious. And she knows someone in the palace who can definitely make it happen.
Isuntai, the Khan's right hand, is alerted to a tiger in the grain. She calls for her sister, Tuya, to manage the beast. Tuya is an eagle hunter and has a remarkable way with animals, so she should be able to safely get the tiger away. She asks the soldiers to gather some meat for her and gives the tiger a way to get out of the grain and back into the wild where it belongs without encountering anyone or anything. Instead of setting the tiger free, the Khan's men kill the beast. Jerk move, and that's not what Tia intended at all.
No. Hate it.
Nah, don't like that.
Nah, dog.
Nah, dog.
Nah,
kitty
tiger. Since no one really believed or supported Sienna in her desire to kidnap the person who probably can train the Aratan, she plans to leave on her own to get her. Hogs tries to stop her, but Hoon goes with because of course Hoon does. She can do no wrong. She is perfection.
Perfect.
Eventually, Hogs follows too. They arrive in Karkaroom and go to the house that Sienna thinks belongs to the person who can help, but she can't remember her name. They break in and find someone sleeping and leap on her, but it's an older woman, not who Sienna was looking for. Obviously, things are going badly. And they get worse when the person Sienna was looking for arrives. A fight ensues. An eagle attacks. Guards come. But they somehow manage to get out with the animal trainer. One of the guards is violently murdered by Hoon when he rips her pouch from her neck. After stabbing him at least 1,000,000 times, Hoon grabs her pouch, makes sure its contents, whatever they are secure, finally calms down, and they depart with the kidnapped woman.
Visually, it's stunning.
Yes.
It's comedy gold.
Yes.
But action-packed.
Action-packed comedy gold. Yes.
Yes. When Yasuntai finally arrives at Tuya's home, she is mad. She and her men search and eventually find a small finger bone, but that could belong to an animal that Tuya's eagle, Eanga, hunted, or, well, maybe it could belong to the kidnappers. Who knows? She decides to begin a manhunt, and no one from the capital will help with the mission. She goes to her old unit, the 8th, with a fake decree from the Khan, and convinces their new leader to help her find her sister. The leader suggests they might be looking for the Rakada, the Bone Raiders.
After being pretty shitty and learning that the kidnapped woman, Tuya, is an eagle hunter and also the sister of the Khan's right hand, Chimeg insists that Sayana and Tuya find an Aratan and train it. They're all gonna die anyway. You might as well try. Tuya, not actually giving advice, but kind of doing so anyway, suggests that Aratan will live in caves, so they find the closest one. All along this part of the journey, Hogs and Eri are really, really not getting along. And I feel like it's important to mention, even if we don't explicitly talk about them.
No, it's knowledge that is needed. They arrive at a waterfall with a cave behind it, and Chimeg sends Saya and Tuya alone to investigate. But Juan jumps down into the pool at the base of the waterfall and sunbathes naked because of course she does.
Of course she does. Of course she does.
She can do no wrong. The cave is very large inside, and quite shockingly, Sienna discovers the Aratan she rode is in there. It's obviously injured from falling, but here it is, alive and sleeping. Now what?
Now what? Hogs and Eri, meanwhile, are still fighting. Hogs is tired of always having to apologize, and Eri is still hurt that she left to go after Sayana, but, like, she came back, and they weren't gone for that long. Get the fuck over it. Sorry, there are rage issues here.
Oh, it's a passionate story.
Hogs tries to make some stew from their meager supplies, and Eri gives her a small pouch of herbs to add. You think this is a peace offering, but no, she goes right back to not talking to Hogs again.
She's just hungry.
They yell at each other and still aren't back to normal. Here, though, we should probably mention that Eri is deaf, and they all speak to each other using sign language because they're all amazing, and it's really, really cool that she's deaf. Was that? I don't know if
it's
that was
representative.
Yes.
It is cool that she's deaf because it should people are deaf and they should be represented
people
in
are
books.
deaf.
And deaf people can wear bones and murder other people if they want to.
And they can also be dicks to their
Exactly.
lovers.
Anybody can be these.
Yes.
You can be what you want.
Ugh. So, since they're currently yelling at each other, there are lots of sharp gestures and hurt feelings between Eri and Hogs.
I will say, a friend of mine from years ago, her father was deaf, so she knew sign language, and she was teaching me a little bit. And he used to like to go out on a Friday night and get drunk, and he would drunk sign as well.
That's
he would
amazing.
Slur sign.
That's
so I
amazing.
can picture the sharp gestures of being angry because she would show me them. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the slurriness of sign as well. It's so visually good. Anyways. Inside the cave, Sienna and Tuya approach the Aratan. Bad idea. It wakes up and runs directly for the food that was just walked right to it. It opens its mouth and breathes fire at the two just as they jump out of the cave and into the pool beneath the waterfall. The Aratan follows and heads straight down toward Tuya. Sienna wants to stop it, but Hoon grabs her. Since Tuya is a skilled animal trainer, she immediately changes her posture and heads straight for the lizard, who backs down and returns to the cave. Everyone is shocked that worked. But Tuya, with a radiant smile that Sienna definitely notices, explains that, based on the Aratan's body language, it is scared and hurt. G-Meg, still being horrible, doesn't seem impressed at all and gives Sienna and Tuya 10 days. 10 days. Louder for the people in the back. 10 days. To prove that riding an Aratan is a feasible task. 10
days.
Days.
That's it.
Hold up all your fingers and count them. 10 days. She's convinced that Yusuntai is coming for them. She's not wrong. And really seems to be giving up on Sienna and doesn't seem to care if she lives or dies.
How cool is this scene, though? Minus the 10 days. I can just imagine Tuya, like her entire body posture changing as she squares off against a fucking giant fire-breathing lizard.
I do not want to square off with her.
No.
That's intimidating.
Imagine how. Yes, it's intimidating as fuck. So good. And then she's got her radiant smile. Yusente, meanwhile, is still trying to track the Bone Raiders. She comes across a group and has tortured and killed several of them in hopes of figuring out which way they went. Yusente's favorite torture tactic is to bury her victims until only their head is above ground and then cover it with a bucket.
I implore you, please.
Please go and listen to the bonus episode.
I implore you.
She questions one raider, and when she mentions that her kidnapped sister is an eagle hunter, the man remembers seeing an eagle toward the marshes. Yusente covers the man's head and promises to come back by in a few days to unbury him if his information is accurate. Just bucket and walks away.
You know she's lying.
Like a bucket on my head. What am I going to do here?
There's just no dignity, is there?
No.
No dignity in a bucket on the head. Back in the cave, Sienna and Tuya, with Hoon in the background, keep working with the Aratan. They give it medicine that Eerie has made to help heal its wound and feed it an antelope, and everyone is still currently alive. Yay!
Yay!
But the Aratan looks sad. Sienna realises it hasn't had any water in who knows how long, so they rig up a system to bring water into the cave. After refilling a giant tent full of water several times, the Aratan drinks its fill and then shares its food with Sienna and Tuya. No fucking way.
No way.
No way. Tuya is ecstatic. This normally takes forever to happen, but the Aratan seems to be quickly learning that the two are trying to help it, and maybe it's developing some trust. Sienna is dazzled by Tuya's excitement.
Hogs, meanwhile, goes for a swim in the pool and tries to invite Eerie, but Eerie is still being standoffish. Hogs tries to play a game of Would You Rather pew, 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 with Eerie, one of their favorite pastimes.
Do you think Hog's sign for Would You Rather to Eerie is just
and
going
it just
pew, 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 pew?
That's what it is. That's what it is from now on.
Canon. It's canonical now. It's happened.
Even though it's one of their favorite things to do, us too, Eerie only half-heartedly plays along. Finally, she gives Hogs the "it's not you, it's me" routine and says that she's struggling with using healer knowledge to heal an Aratan. Hogs thinks it's great and that she should be proud, but Eerie's still feeling some kind of way about it. Eerie is also upset because things are changing within the group. She's upset about Sayana going off to get an Aratan, Chimeg for not forcing her out of the group when she did that, Hogs for following her, and also Hogs for starting to stand up for herself. How dare you!
Another raider group comes by and Chimeg recognises them and sends them on their way with casual threats of violence. They don't want to stick around long, but they do mention that they wouldn't want to be a bone raider right now. You know, what with the Khan's right-hand curry looking for them. Before leaving, one of the other raiders mentions that they're all getting out of the tapestry and moving elsewhere, and they're not the only ones. They all plan on meeting up soon to head out together. After this, Chimeg tells Sienna that she, Hogs, and Eri are going on a raid in hopes of leading Yusentai away from their cave. But we'll be back in a few days.
Raiders got a raid.
Raiders got a raid.
The raid.
That needs to be a t-shirt now, just
Raiders
saying.
Got a raid?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. The raid that they go on is absolutely, but cinematically bonkers. A huge rainstorm is approaching, and they spot a wagon train that is definitely going to get caught in it. It's an army train, though, probably moving supplies from one area to another, but army means soldiers, which means 3 raiders, no matter how terrifyingly covered in bones, would probably not be enough to do anything worthwhile. They proceed anyway. But Eri is upset by it and even questions Chimeg's leadership. The raid that takes place in a brilliant storm on the tops of wagons driving into a floodplain is epic. It includes Hogs riding her horse, jumping atop a moving wagon, bashing wagons and soldiers with her club, and being pelted with apples. Unfortunately, the young apple soldier chooses death by flood and drowning, even though Hogs tried to keep him alive. Just like, stop hitting me with apples. What are you doing? Nope.
Several days pass, nothing good happens with the Aratan. God, I'll say this twice at the same time. The Aratan. They seem to have made absolutely no more progress. Until they do. Sienna is able to get closer to the lizard without growling menacingly, and Tia recognises that the lizard is coming to know and trust them. She thinks it can understand more than other animals do. She and Sienna share a brief bit of excitement, and Sienna, being brave, puts her hand on top of Tuya's, and she doesn't move it away immediately. Ooh. After this, Tuya asks Hun what is in the pouch around her neck. Sienna thinks she's going to say something like weird or, threaten to eat Tuya. But she tells a remarkable story instead. I vote for the threaten to eat. It's standard practice.
Yeah, definitely. Hun carefully removes a small bloom wrapped in moss from her pouch. When she was younger, she had an arranged marriage, and it was actually a favorable match. She and her husband had a son, and that boy meant everything to Hun. One day, while she was out hunting, and honestly, taking a break from her tiny baby fussy son for a minute, a viper bit her husband and son, killing them. She tried to join them in death, but couldn't. She couldn't stab herself or walk into the water. She was physically unable to. And that is when the dead boar she hunted earlier spoke to her in the voice of Father Sky. He told her that she could not die until she atoned for what she did. She began caring for this plant after that. It's a unique plant that takes like 20 years to bloom and only blooms for an instant. But she knows that once she is able to help that plant bloom, she will be able to die and join her family. She has tended the bloom now for 18 years. So for 2 more years, she will be unable to die. Now, all those times she really cryptically and weirdly says that Father Sky won't let her die, kind of makes sense. They get a little bit of meaning.
Nice. Tia then asks why they do what they do. Why is Sienna a raider? Why did she leave her cushy life in Kakarum to get by without doing any work? Sienna can't really explain and asks Tia why she stays there when she should be out with her eagle hunting and animal training instead. Tia explains that she's actually helping people escape the capital city in a way that the soldiers and the Khan and her sister don't realise. Oh. Speaking of her sister, Yasuntai is questioning a man from the wagon train raid, and he is that only 3 Bone Raiders were in on the attack. She wonders why only 3. Is that all that's left? Was the man lying? Was it all a ruse? She will get to the bottom of it. The leader of the 8th, who is with her, gives her 3 more days, so she'd better get to the bottom quickly.
You know what? Just dig a hole straight down, and then put a bucket on your head. Hogs, Eri, and Chimeg make it back from their wagon raid, looking a little worse for wear. When they enter the cave, Sayana warns them to move slowly and deliberately so as not to startle the Aratan. They listen, but nearly panic when the lizard approaches Hogs and gives her a little nudge in the tum, looking for food. It's like, hey, did you bring me a little snack? And she's like, no, I didn't.
I want a little sneaky snack.
And then it just kind of shrugs and walks away.
Well, I've never related to a lizard so much.
Right? Like, oh, you didn't bring me anything? Fuck off. You went on a trip and you did not bring me a souvenir?
Rude.
Sana looks to Chimeg to see if she even noticed what just happened, all the progress that they've made, but she's distractedly staring out of the waterfall. Eri ruins the moment by snapping at Hogs, telling her she could never be near the lizard again. Nah, dog.
No.
Stop it.
That night, while Hogs is on watch, Eri approaches with an answer to the would you rather question from earlier. She then apologises for her actions, and then Hogs starts to, but, stops herself because she hasn't done anything wrong. Eri says she's scared because things are different, but yeah, things change sometimes. Things are maybe getting a little bit better between them, but then the horses go wild and everything goes to shit. Yasuntai has arrived and she's brought a handful of soldiers with her. Yay, it's a part. No, it's not. No. Her 3 days passed, so the soldier contingent she had went back to Kakarum. But she was able to gather some less loyal men and keep them with her. They now have the Rakata surrounded, and Yasuntai tells them to surrender.
Nope. Nah, dog. Not their style. Not doing it. Hogs, instead of waiting for Chimeg's signal, rushes for Yasuntai and nearly bashes her head in with her club. Arrows start flying, Chimeg hefts her spear, and the fight is on. It's not looking so great. But then Khun joins the fray with double daggers.
Yes!
Here enters the tornado.
The weather report says high chance of dagger tornado.
Up in the cave, 2 men approach and tell Sayana to surrender, but they notice that Tuya isn't being held prisoner. She tries to tell Sayana to give in, but when the men approach, Sayana tells Tuya to run to her freedom. to not go back to the capital. Neither of those things happen, because instead, one of the men looses an arrow that strikes Sayana in the shoulder, Jesus fuck, and another that hits the Aratan hiding in the back of the cave.
Ooh, you pissed off the lizard.
Sayana hits the deck just in time for the wave of fire to crisp the men.
Don't piss off lizards.
Do not piss off lizards.
PSA. Do not piss off lizards. The Aratan leaves the cave then and rushes into the rest of the battle, somehow only hurting the attackers and injuring none of the Rakata. That's freaking amazing. After Yasuntai and the remaining men flee, the Aratan heads back to snuggle up in its cave. The Bone Raiders celebrate their victory in the best way they know how. They get drunk! Well, everyone but Chimek, that is. She leaves the group and heads away a little to meet with Yasuntai. Yasuntai recognises Chimek as a soldier from the capital. She also knows that Chimek and Iri did something very bad and escaped trial, and now here they are. She offers Chimek a chance to return to Kakarum if only she'll hand Tuya over.
What? Bitch. The next day, hungover as fuck, Sayana drags herself up and over to the cook fire, where there's a delicious broth waiting to be eaten. Tuya hands her a cup, and after taking a fortifying gulp, she wants to ask the eagle hunter why she didn't run the night before. Tuya wanted to see how things turned out with the Aratan, even though she really probably could have just found another and started over. Sayana wanted her to say that she felt something between them, but that didn't happen.
Okay.
She decides to shamble back to her blankets and rest her injured arm, but instead she kind of flops over and collapses. And so does everyone else around the fire. Tuya, Hogs, Khun, even the Aratan. What's going on?
Indoctrination into the Bone Raiders.
Yes. Yes.
No, actually, they've been drugged. That's what's going on.
They've been drugged.
Been drugged.
Son of a bitch.
Sayana somehow drags herself to the edge of the cave and sees Chimek and a few men and Yasuntai. Just when you want to kick Chimek in the lady balls and feed her to the Aratan, she also collapses. Then you see the person you really want to sacrifice to the lizard monster. Iri,
stupid bitch.
Yasuntai directs her men to grab her sister and the rest of the Rakata. But then the Aratan starts freaking out. As it scrambles towards the cave mouth, Sayana somehow grabs a scale and hangs on for dear life. She is pulled out of the cave and into the water below. Yasuntai and her men don't bother going after her, assuming that she's dead or, will die soon. Hogs, Chimek, Khun, and Tuya, meanwhile, are captured by Yasuntai. Yes, even Tuya, because she really doesn't want to be involved with her sister. Yasuntai destroys Hune's flower inside her pouch. Bitch.
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 Bitch, what the fuck? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
So much rage.
Burning flames.
Burning lizard
Aratan
flames. Aratan flames. Flaming around our faces at this point. Bitch.
Things cannot get much worse.
We did cover this book during our month.
Oh.
The theme is, it's all gone to shit.
Do you know what? Tick.
Here it is. Sayana is not dead.
Yeah.
But she is injured.
Oh.
And she's missing a boot again.
God damn it!
And she's missing a saber.
Oh.
And she's completely alone. She sets off to find where Yacente has probably taken her friends, but it's going to take her forever to catch up, what with only having the one boot.
Honestly, she's cursed.
She's
cursed.
She spots a single wagon and tries to hitch a ride with the travelers, but they recognize her as a raider, even though, like, really, this time? She's definitely not doing any raiding. Raiders got a raid, not this time.
She's not raiding. She's one booting.
These guys nearly kill her, but then an old man steps out, and with very unique and wise eyes, he tells the travelers to let her go because she has many more miles to walk in her one boot. Sayana gets the weirdest feeling that she just met Father Sky.
I'm sure he could give her another boot.
You know, if he was any kind of respectable god, he would give her a boot.
I mean, he's Father Sky, not Father Cobbler.
You're right. Damn it.
Tiana continues her walk with her one boot until she spots an eagle soaring above her. There's no way that's Tuya's eagle. But yes, it is. He soars down and waits impatiently for her to follow in her one boot and leads her to the Aratan! Yay!
Yay.
Channeling her inner Tuya, Sienna approaches the lizard and its entire family? Sienna realises that the Aratan isn't an it. She's a she, and she's a mother with a pack of giant lizard babies.
Yay, lizard babies! Yay!
We love lizard babies. Sienna takes her chances and mounts the Artan and starts to head towards her friends, but instead heads toward the gathering of raiders that were planning on leaving the tapestry. If she's going to take down the Khan's right hand and rescue her friends, she's going to need more than just herself and a handful of Aratan. She needs all the raiders she can muster, because you know what? Raiders got a raid.
Hogs, Chimeg, and Hoon are all chained up, but they're still alive for some unknown reason. Yeah. So that's good. Tuya pleads with her sister to let them go, but Yacente refuses. Tuya says she doesn't want to go back to Karkaroom, but Yacente insists. She even insists that Tuya continue to help people escape. Yes, she knew about that. Because it gives others hope, if only a little, that she can then no doubt squash out because she is terrible, and then she will put a bucket on their heads. Instead of continuing to Karkaroom now, Yacente sends word to the Khan to come and meet her and witness the execution of the kidnappers.
Do you know what? You never do this. You never tell your boss, I've found the people responsible. We're going to have a lovely execution. Bring the popcorn. Because it's guaranteed.
Some shit's going to happen.
Something's going to happen.
You're going to be embarrassed. There's probably going to be a bucket involved.
There's probably going to be a bucket involved. Okay, well, we can't let that happen.
No.
Well, actually, no, we can.
It's a bucket.
Well, we can let the tomfoolery, but we can't let the execution happen.
Right.
Hogs sees a rock on the ground that she can reach with her foot and remembers Sienna's ridiculous tale about grabbing a rock with her foot and sawing herself free. She tries to do the same, but can't get any purchase on the rock, nor can she bend herself in half like Sienna can with her stupid, flexible hips. She doesn't do Pilates. Chimeg gives it a try and also fails. Hogs knows that Hoon could do it. Hoon is entirely elsewhere, with the crushing of her plant and the loss of her entire reason for living. Oof, existential crisis alert. Hogs decides enough is enough and snaps Hoon out of her depression by telling her that her husband and son aren't here, but they were. They'd be, and if they were, they would be disappointed that Hoon is not trying to rescue her living family that is right here and that loves her very much. Hoon effortlessly foot grabs the rock, and soon they are all free. She just can do everything.
She can, because she is amazing. She is perfection. And she must be protected at all costs.
We protect Hoon. If I'm telling you right now, we riot at dawn if anything happens.
Yes. Sayana, meanwhile, gathers a lot of the other raider clans with a rousing speech about conquering the Khan's army together. Only some of them are really very stupid and are eaten by lizards. Just a handful. It's fine.
Giant fucking lizard there with its fucking babies, and you're like, nah, dogs. Like, okay, they're hungry. By the way, they like a little sneaky snack.
Before they begin their charge, Sayana is asked what her Aratan is called because it's bad luck to ride into battle on a nameless mount. One name immediately springs to mind. Princess. Perfect name for a giant fire-breathing lizard. And yeah, it's the nickname that the other Rakata call her and, have called her since she left the capital and joined them, but, it's really fitting for the lizard. Together, they charge for Yasunte. One of the Khan's lackeys comes in his stead to witness the execution, but then, oh shit, there's a bunch of raiders. And then, oh shit, there's an Aratan. And then, oh shit, there are more Aratan.
Yay!
Yay for lizard babies.
Cinematic as fuck.
Indeed.
The mighty fracas ensues, with raiders yelling battle cries and soldiers and some raiders and honestly they're just screaming and running around after them being set on fire by a baby Ratan. Arrows fly everywhere. Ratan tails punch horses in the face. It's freaking chaos. Sienna spots Hogs and Hoon and rides Princess their way. It's all a very happy reunion until she doesn't spot Chimeg. Don't worry, she's still there. She's just buried to her neck, Yasuntai style.
No bucket, though. There's
no bucket. Is there a bucket
time.
Involved?
There's no bucket this time.
No bucket this time. Sienna gives her one remaining saber to Hogs to cut herself free. Hune's there to help, having, already freed herself on Princess's claws because, of course, it's Hune and she's amazing. Chimeg opts to remain buried and sends her raiders off to enter the fray. Just leave me here.
You know what?
Put a bucket over the head.
Just keep,
and I'll just have a nice little nap.
Keep my head safe. Bucket.
Have a nap.
Yeah.
It's great.
Hoon's doing who the hell knows what in the background.
Hoon has been Hoon.
Sayana rushes into battle, but not to fight. This time, she's looking for Tuya. She finds her in a cage, because all good sisters put their sisters in cages, and uses Princess's tail to bash her free. Tuya then climbs right up behind Sayana, bow poised, ready to join the action. They ride into battle, which is interesting because no one really notices them charging up on a giant lizard. Unfortunately, though, someone finally does notice and shoots an arrow directly into Princess's eye, causing Sayana and Tuya to fly off. That someone is Yasunte.
Oh!
Stupid bitch.
What a bitch. Yasunte charges at Sienna and Tuya. She knocks her sister out and sweeps Sienna off her feet, jamming a saber into her armor. Sienna tries to push her back, but Yasunte is disgustingly strong. It's annoying, really. With a bloody smile, Yasunte stabs down and twists the blade. Then all of a sudden, there is a screeching wail. Hoon! 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 Comes literally flying over Yusuntai, and a tornado of blades and teeth and sabres her to death, violently, and with pleasure, and to our pleasure.
So great. Just tiny daggers, as fast as possible, in a tornado.
100% chance of tornado blades.
So good. Especially, everyone, go and listen to the audiobook at this point, because you can hear it in the background. And then they're like, what the fuck is going on? And then there's the tornado. That's the tornado siren, everyone. After the battle, which was definitely won for the raiders, thanks to the baby lizards literally fucking everything up and eating and burning friends and foes alike. Hogs spots Aerie, still alive, saddled up, and presumably headed for Karkaroom. The Khan's lackey is trying to hitch a ride. Aerie, who is deaf, remember, really seems to pretend to not understand him, and as much as we all fucking hate Aerie at this point, it's really very funny. Hogs wants Aerie to face them, all of them, for what she brought upon them, but somehow she lets her go. She knows she will never be able to forgive Aerie for what she's done, but she also knows she doesn't have to.
No.
Bitch.
Definitely, but I like that realization.
Yeah, that's good. Good job, Hogs. Good job,
As Sienna is sitting with an injured but overall well princess, Tuya approaches them. After a couple of attempts to get the words out, Sienna asks Tuya to stay in the tapestry, to stay with her. After a brief kiss on the cheek, Tuya says no. Which I can appreciate.
Yes.
She can't forgive Sienna right now for everything she's done, not even just kidnapping her to train the Aratan, but everything she's done as a raider. There are lots of things that Tuya needs to do, but she's not going back to Kakarum. So at least there's that. Tuya mounts a horse and rides away. Soon Hogs, Hoon and G-Meg approach, definitely checking to make sure that Sienna is okay, but then they ask, what the fuck do we do now?
What the fuck?
Good question.
A few months later, the Khan, about to eat a delicious pear picked at the peak of perfection, receives word that someone has come to speak to him. He rides out on horseback to greet the visitor, his daughter, clad in bone, and her giant lizard. Sienna tells her father that he's going to leave the tapestry alone. Stop making people move to the capital. Stop forcing people to join his army. Stop telling everyone what they can and cannot do. He scoffs at this, questioning how she alone plans to stop him. But oh no, Sienna's not alone. She gives a whistle, and 3 more Rakata, covered in bones, ride up on their own Aratan, also wearing bones, followed by many, many other raiders on horseback. Sienna tells her father that he will stay out of the tapestry because it belongs to them now, and they will protect whoever chooses to live there. She guides Princess to turn, knocking the Khan off his horse, and rides back to her friends. Very good.
That's how you end a book. That's how you end a book. That's how you end book. Right. Can I suggest the break is everybody goes and pre-orders Sisters of the Lizard?
Yes.
Releasing in May.
Yes. Yes.
Go and do that. Now.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Michael.
I'm Barbara.
And I'm Lauren.
We are the hosts of Badass Literature Society, a book review podcast where we take book recommendations from listeners like you, read them, and then discuss them on our show.
Join us once a month as we dive into the books you picked and talk about them.
And don't miss our bonus episodes covering all sorts of random bookish topics that come out in between reviews.
Don't worry, if you want to read one of the books, the first part of each episode is designated spoiler-free, so you can listen and see if you'd like to read it, and then come back and listen to the rest later.
You can find Badass Literature Society on Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, and anywhere else you like to listen.
Now, back to the show.
This book is so good.
Yes.
It's everything we have come to love and expect from Jackson Ford. Demand. Plus fire-breathing lizards.
Yes. And tornado of blades.
Tornado of blades.
And
Yes.
buckets on heads.
Yes. Yes. It's just...
It's really, really fun.
It is
It's
fun.
not a typical fantasy setting, which is delightfully refreshing.
So refreshing. And also his first fantasy novel? This?
How dare he do that? How dare he produce such quality?
The fuck? She says with
Almost like
love.
he's a professional.
Ah!
Makes you sick at how good it is.
Ugh.
Jerk. We love him.
We love him so much. I loved so many things. So much cinematic slapstick humor. Like
It's ridiculous.
if you were watching this, like I can imagine it in my head,
Yes.
and just it would be so funny to watch. But
But
so
it would be done
good.
so good. It would be done
So
so
good.
straight as well, though. It's like,
Yes.
this is the reality,
Yes.
but you're watching it and you're seeing, whom flying around and
Yes.
people screaming monthly, and it's batshit local bonkers,
Yes.
but it's satisfying.
So satisfying.
I love the fact as well that it's giant lizards and not just dragons. I love dragons.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love dragons, but I also feel like at the moment,
Been there, done that?
yes, but I just feel like we're at a period where dragons have saturated the market a little bit in terms of fantasy,
And they're sexy sometimes?
which is fine. You can have sexy dragons, that's fine. That's a different genre altogether, really. But I just feel like it's nice and it's refreshing to have the big beastie that isn't a typical dragon or wyvern. It's nice
Yeah.
to have something breaking out and being different.
Yeah. It's a big fucking scampering lizard.
Yes. It's
I
not
just-
going to get up and fly away. It's
No.
going to scamper. It's going to run at you. Its tail's going to swing around, and
Yeah.
then it's going to breathe fire and eat you because it
Yes.
likes barbecue.
Yes.
So it's good. It's refreshing. I like it. And
Yeah.
the fact that it's just... It's not high fantasy.
No.
But it's full. It's packed to the brim. It is overflowing with lore and world building.
Yes.
It's all being thrown at you, but not so much that it's too much.
No, it's not complicated. It's
No.
just
It's
good.
just right. And even though, you know how I am with saying the names and things of anything, they're not overly complicated that when you're reading. So my example would be, like, for example, Tolkien. Okay? When my brother first started reading Tolkien, he struggled with a lot of the names. So he called them Bob and Brian, and he gave them very English, very boring names because it was easier for him to read that than some of the stuff he was in there, because he didn't know how to pronounce them. He wasn't sure of them. He had no context for them.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I don't think you necessarily have context for these because of, you know, the Mongolian culture that they're from,
Mm-hmm.
it's not without the realm. You can look at Siana and go, it's Sayana, say Anna, and you can do it and you read it. And that makes it approachable.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the difference, having that fantasy where you've got this built-up world that's really creative, really immersive.
And then you have a
and
character
at times
called
ludicrous.
Hogs.
And you've got somebody called Hogs at one point. But then you've got Siana, who, you know, it's not an everyday name. You're not going to meet that person at school. But it's still accessible. And that's the important thing. It's accessible.
Yes. Yes.
Without being trite.
There were so many scenes that I really enjoyed. Which I talked about this when we were doing this part of the summary, but Tuya's like physical transformation when dealing with the Iratan, it's another I can see it. I can see all of this happening, and how good is that? How well written is it that like I can see it?
Have you noticed the authors that we absolutely freaking adore write very cinematically?
Yes. Yeah.
I think it's because we are very imaginative, creative. Mm-hmm. You know, we can see, we like to see it. We love watching movies, and we love imagining that cinema in our head. Mm-hmm. That our favourite authors, when they do something cinematically, when we can see those fight scenes or, you know, the description of the scenery, it just comes alive.
Yeah.
It's beautifully done, and it's obviously one of the reasons that draws us to these authors.
Mm-hmm. I wish it was a movie.
Oh, it'd be so good.
It would be so good.
Movie or TV series?
I feel
like
this
movies might cut out a lot, but I feel
like there's not a lot that you would miss. There's not a lot that would be cut out and that would be so devastating, because it's just the way Jackson Ford tells a story. It's not like so much detail and you're like, oh, just fucking get on with it. Like,
it's not Game of Thrones.
It's like, it's so well paced. And there's not too much of it. It's just enough. It's perfect.
Again, it leads us down to when it's done so cinematically.
Yeah,
the visuals are there.
Yeah,
it's a gift.
It is.
Make this into your movie.
Yeah,
it is a gift.
Yeah, here it is.
Hard work's been done for you.
It's your Christmas present.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, be good.
I like the realism of it. There's fire-breathing lizards and people walking around with human bones for armor. Yeah. It's not really armor; it's decoration, because bones make terrible armor.
They're not. I mean, there's like a couple of bones that are really, pretty sturdy, but like, people break their bones literally all the time.
Yeah, I don't think these bones are going to be very good for. It's not enough calcium.
No,
diets will be terrible.
Yeah,
but like I said, I like the realism, because I like the way that it builds the picture of the relationship between people and the motivations, and it's got that humour. It's got sarcasm, which we love. We live on sarcasm. It's part of our genetic makeup.
Yeah.
And it's the usual Jackson Ford mix that we've come to know and love. And
plus giant fire-breathing lizards.
And Hun.
And Hun.
The gift of Hun.
The gift.
Gift of Hun.
Oh, and the tornado siren. She's my favorite character, like, hands down, no questions. But, like, she might be one of my favorite characters, like, that I've read in recent years.
I agree.
Because
I agree.
And
she needs to be protected at all costs.
She does. But there's something that, like, yeah, we mentioned that she could be immortal because Father Sky has told her that she can't die. But in reality, she's, like, already grown to the age to get married and have a child. And now 18 years have passed. So she is a mature, seasoned woman.
She's at least I would say in her 30s. Late 30s. I can imagine that's the lower end, because I can imagine in the culture you're going to get married young.
I'm going to say it would have been an 18-20 range.
Yeah.
And then that much more time has passed. I want to put her early 40s.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if she married at 18, it's been 18 years, but her son was a toddler.
Yeah. So I'm going to put her early 40s. And, like, I mean, 40, like, we are in our 40s.
Oh, shut up.
I know, gross. But that's just, it's like, that's not the typical, like, character that you see books being written about.
No, and that's what makes it so good.
And she's also a tornado of blades. To perfection.
I just love how sensible, like, oh, just a tornado of blades, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
I really liked Sienna's, when she, she's gathering the other Raider clans, and she's like, yeah, let's go and fuck shit up. And the very point, I mean, it's all the way throughout, really, that you're like, she's the Khan's daughter. You're kind of getting the hints. And when they're like, yeah, you've got to name Naratan. And she's like, Princess? You're like, oh, come on. Okay.
I really appreciated that, by the way, that her friends literally call her princess the entire time. And you know that she left her cushy life in Karakorum because people are constantly calling her out. So you know this? And I'm going to say that it is my surprise. It's not a surprise because literally it's written. You know they call her princess. Obviously. She is a princess. There is a reason. But, like, I can kind of get it that, like, you would think that, you're such a princess. You know, you've led your cushy life. So if you could potentially see that as her friends mocking her, and she's not actually a princess. But, like, that's such a fun twist. That it's actually revealed. She goes to her father while he's eating a pear picked at the peak of perfection.
That gave me Chaotic Orbit's Peach vibes.
Yes.
But it wasn't peeled.
Not sorry about it. But that's just a fun twist. And, like, I'm really excited for future books.
The only thing I could relate that to was Five Broken Blades, and I cannot remember the character's name who turned out to be the Emperor's daughter.
Ari,
thank you. That it was very much that kind of vibe, except the difference is we weren't given any hints with Ari at all. There wasn't any play on of words, there wasn't any side eyes.
Yeah.
With this, you were, and that's what I enjoyed.
Yes. Yeah.
But still, it's like, yeah, why would you? I mean, okay, he's the Khan and he's a jerk. fine. But you've left the palace to go and don bones and go and raid
and
people.
just go and fuck shit up.
Just go and fuck shit up. But you know what, though? It proves again, Raiders gotta raid.
Raiders gotta raid. Raiders gotta raid.
Raiders gotta raid.
Shall we share our favorite final thought quotes?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
please.
The entire book.
Book all.
Page 1, page end.
Yes.
All of it.
You're fucking evil, she said eventually. You're an evil, heartless cunt.
Oh, cunt.
Ooh, who could she be talking about?
Oh.
I will say Yusuntai is an absolute horrible character,
Yes.
which I loved.
Yes.
The bucket on the head, classy.
Fantastic.
Classy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she definitely did.
Yeah. Yeah. She's murdered in a tornado of blades. She ignored the siren. She did not move to safety.
The tornado warning went off.
It went off.
It went off on her head, be it.
Yes.
Literally, she
Yes.
doesn't have it anymore.
Yes.
Okay, next one. Let's go, girl, she murmured. Time to do something stupid.
Let's go,
We've
girl.
all had that Friday night.
I can just, in the movie, because it is a movie in our mind, it's the Shania Twain. Let's go, girl.
Let's go, girl.
And that's what happens. And that is the
Yes.
music that will be played.
Yes. It's amazing. I'm there for it.
Okay, good.
I'm there for it.
Yes.
Okay, last one. Fucking terrifying. That was the aesthetic that she had them aiming for. And Weavers help any Ricardo who forgot that. I feel like that's the aesthetic that we both want to strive for in life,
Fucking terrifying.
but we keep putting on glitter.
We do keep putting on glitter. We just can't stop.
Skin of a killer. Go on then, give me yours.
Okay. God. Everyone knows how I feel about Jackson Ford and his weird fucking things that he makes people say on accident. Please see Go Fuck Your Dick in a Blender. This one had one of those too. He did not let me
There's
down.
no blenders because there's no electricity.
That's right. This one, and she even goes on to say that didn't make any sense. Suck my ox.
Do you know what? You know sometimes when we're reading a book, we just know a quote the other person needs to have.
Yep. Suck my ox.
And suck
Sid.
my ox is something that I knew you would love.
Yep. Love it so much. I love it so much. Less ridiculous. Slightly. The age of men has come to an end. Now is the age of the lizard.
Oh my god, that's what Tolkien meant. That's what Tolkien should have written.
Now is the age of the lizard. Okay. Now I have two that are serious.
Serious.
Sometimes, when the world changed forever, you were the only one who knew about it. And then finally, you have my blades, my friend, until every light in every world goes out.
That's gonna be 0.25 emotion from you.
Oh, it is. Like it might have to go on the other arm.
Oh,
I know.
that's good.
Just, it's beautiful.
It is. Write it down. Put it in the IDs folder. Put it in the IDs folder now.
Yes.
Don't forget.
I won't forget. Okay. So it's time. It's time for Would You Rather. And as you have probably guessed from the rest of the episode, Jackson Ford is here.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yay! Pew, 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 pew. Yay!
What's up, gangsters?
Sorry? We're just going to jump right in because, let's face it, we take forever with these things.
We do, especially when Jackson Ford is involved.
It's not our fault. There's a quote for that. There's a literal quote.
There's
in
a
the book
literal
for that.
quote from the literal book.
Yeah, I stuck
can
Would
cite
You Rathers
others.
in there for you guys.
Yay!
But then wait, hold on. You put Would You Rathers in your literal book, and then you followed one of them up a couple sentences later with the word hangover. Like,
Did
if you didn't write that for us, you did.
Would you like the quote?
Yeah,
have the
hit me.
quotes.
Remind me what I wrote. It was a while ago.
Remind me what I wrote. Good.
Well, I don't know like every word of my book by heart. Come on.
Why-
What did I
I mean,
really
to be
write the
fair,
word
you have
hangover?
moved on to the second one.
That's
so-
true. And, yeah, okay. Stop!
I mean, it's definitely in progress. There's no guarantees that it's coming out, but
You can't say words like that to us.
yeah. Okay, so tell me this quote that I
Okay,
apparently
look.
put hangover in afterwards. Go on.
They'd started playing games like this, silly would you rathers, which often led to long, rambling conversations that went on for hours. Yes, we are aware
Reading
of
us to
this.
filth there, thank you.
But then, like, not even a couple of sentences later, whatever was going to happen in the future, she knew what the next day would bring. It would bring a hangover. Literally, like, 2 sentences later.
Okay, I don't think I had you guys in mind when I wrote the word hangover. I'm not even sure I had it in my mind when I wrote Would You Rathers, but I've been on the show often enough and done enough Would You Rathers with you guys that maybe that just snuck in there, that whole alien hogs playing Would You Rather.
I think that it's just so ingrained in your life at this
Probably.
point.
Probably.
That would you rather bring hangovers?
No.
You think this is a bottle filled with water? Nah, it's vodka, man.
Oh my God! Can we play Would You Rather? We know it's going to take a
Let's
long
do it,
time.
let's do it, let's do it.
We asked, realistically, it's an easy question compared to what we've been asking. Would you rather be a fox or a tiger? I think it's quite easy. On Facebook, 57% said, the Facebook page said 57% said fox. On the book club, 60% said fox. And on Instagram, they're all tigers at 75%.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does Instagram pull so hard for the tigers? That's weird, right?
Instagram's weird. There's always
It's
a bit of a
weird.
difference between them. It's always weird.
Okay.
When we used to do not Twitter,
Don't
TikTok,
even-
that
yeah.
was always out of left field.
TikTok was weird.
TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Dick Talk, I think we called it for a little while. Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Good.
Okay, so which one are you picking? Tigers or foxes? Amanda's got a thinking face on.
I do have my thinking face. If I weren't thinking about it, I would probably say fox. But now I kind of want to be a tiger.
I want to be a tiger.
Okay, we've got 2 tigers. Why?
Because I like orange cats.
I remember
So,
that.
solid reason. Solid reason. What about you, Claire?
Do you remember that tiger story I told you that happened at the circus? Which my mum next day verified was true. When I was little, we went to a circus. This is back when there was actual live animals, and there was some tigers there, and this tiger perfectly, all of them managed to pee on this single woman, and the trajectory was wonderful. And she moved. She didn't go home after being peed on once. She just moved seats and got peed on like 3 times. And after that, I was just like, these animals are majestic.
So you want to be a tiger so you can pee on people?
I mean, no, because they're majestic. But every time I think about tigers, I think about that story.
You just want to pee on people, Claire.
That's all I'm
it's okay.
taking
This
from
is,
it.
This is a safe
That's all
space.
I'm
You can-
taking from
It's a
it.
safe space. Let's not kink shame, but no. I'm just demonstrating the majesty of a big cat.
Okay. Okay.
And
I still think it's because you want to pee on people, but like I
hours
said, we
of
don't kink shame, so you know that's all
right.
good. Your
That's
kink
right.
is okay.
You
Not judge.
don't. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Not judge.
It's
I'm
fine.
going for Fox.
No. You're going for Fox?
I'm going for Fox. Foxes have
Why?
way more fun. Tiger, big cat, got to run around, constantly feed itself, narrow range of food, has to roam, often won't get its prey like many big cats, whereas the fox is just like, I'm a motherfucking fox. Eat anything, bounce around, have fun, nobody's going to hassle me. I'm good.
You got a nice
Foxes are
tail,
essentially
too.
trash pandas
Yeah.
as
Tail.
well.
Exactly. And it all tastes good to a fox. Although, having said that, I lived in the UK for a while in London, and the urban foxes were the bane of my fucking existence because an urban fox outside your window at 3 a.m, just talking to another fox.
That's what they do.
Makes it makes a sound like a cat being put through a wood chipper, tail first.
That's when they're mating as well. Foxes
Oh, your
mating.
fur's
is
going the
really
wrong way.
loud.
Everything's bad.
It was horrible, but I'd still pick fox.
Stop.
I like foxes.
Okay.
I think we probably have more urban foxes in this country than we do have them in the countryside.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'll trade you some urban foxes for some of the raccoons we get here.
I would like urban tigers in the countryside.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
Yes, let's set some tigers
my
free.
my dad was so R.I.P. was so antisocial that his dream was to go like to the town shopping with a tiger because he hated people.
You're coming out with the best tiger-related stories today.
It's really good.
Like, completely out of left field.
Yeah. You win the tiger stories.
Yay!
Should we share some superfan comments?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Superfan Claire went, "Ooh, fox! I love foxes, and they're adorable."
Superfan Coral says, "Oh, I love both, but tigers seem so majestic and they're so beautiful. So big giant cat is what I'll go with."
Superfan Annie said, "I will be a very wily foxy fox. You could get away with more."
She's right.
Yeah. And Trina Reeds says, "A tiger. I've always loved them. They're bigger and fiercer than foxes. And I'm guessing I'd be living in a warm jungle rather than an urban environment like many foxes. So, warm jungle."
Okay. I think tigers.
be like
people
a
seem to be
zoo
choosing tiger more than foxy. I think
captivity.
tiger's running away with this.
Yeah.
But then you don't have to be a wild tiger. You could be a tiger that lives in like Edinburgh Zoo and gets fed and lazy and just goes.
I
"This is
don't
the
want
life.
to be in a zoo.
This
Yeah,
is the life."
zoos are the worst.
I don't want to be in a zoo.
It's true.
Nah,
Yeah.
not doing that. Still, it does sound like people are coming down on the side of the tigers. It's fine.
Yeah.
They will never experience the pleasure of being a fox.
Well, no, but they would experience the pleasure
What?
of eating a fox.
Oh, fuck off. Damn it, Clay, you gotta ruin it.
Num 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 num.
Okay.
Okay. Next question, also directly from the text. Would you rather live to 1,000 with your current body, the same as it is now, or have an orgasm so amazing you die from sheer pleasure? We could not
I would
ask
answer this
that
one
one on
straight
social
away.
media.
This
Yeah.
is head to toe broken.
Oh, I feel you. I feel you
Every-
so hard.
I would knees. What are they? Pain. It means I broken. Give me the orgasm. I'm reincarnating. Easy.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. As long as my wife Nicole can come with me, she's not here, so I'm not going to speak for her. But as long as she decides, yeah, I'll do that, I'll be like, cool. We'll have an incredible orgasm. Die happy. This rusty ass bucket of bolts that I call my body, I'm not living with this shit for 1,000 years. You kidding me?
Honestly, if I ever got possessed by a demon, it'd give me up straight away because it'd be like, this shit's broken.
Look, I'm
Like, damn, human, take better care of yourself.
Not my fault.
I know, but the demon wouldn't know that.
That's true.
choosing to live to be 1,000 in my current body.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I would have thought you were reincarnated to get rid of the diabetes.
Well, I've been doing fine thus far. I know I normally try to give it up, but you know what?
There'll be a cure by within that 1,000 years.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's what they all say.
That's all the mystics say.
That's what everybody says. That's what everybody has been saying since I was diagnosed.
So just to be clear, though, like, cures aside, you're living to 1,000 years with the body you currently have right now. Unchanging. You won't age. You're like any little glitches you have in your body, you're stuck with them until someone finds a cure. You cool with it?
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Are your nails done? Are you?
No,
I was going to
I
say
don't ever
eyebrows
do- I don't
plucked,
ever
but you
do
don't
my
have
nails.
eyebrows.
No, I don't have
I mean, like,
eyebrows.
you don't have hangnails, or you don't have like an annoying paper cut.
No, I'm good. I currently today am fine.
Wow.
I know.
I'm really jealous, actually.
Me too.
I know. Everyone should be jealous of me at all times.
It's the
What's it like to
bones,
have working
magical
knees?
powers.
Yeah.
Tell me what it's like to have working knees.
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't
Can you
describe
sit
the
straight without your
perfection
back
that is my
crooking
knees.
in Kraken? Because that would be a miracle as well.
Getting old is the worst.
My back was quite sore for like 2 weeks. But you know what? Today, it's a good day.
Good.
Oh,
Treasure them.
see,
Yeah, I'm
You see.
treasuring the good days.
just take
I've
a
been
moment.
sleeping on a heating pad for the past 2 weeks. And you know what? It's fine.
That sounds delicious, actually.
It's quite nice. Yeah.
Was this another one you did a poll on social media?
No,
No,
just
we
the first
didn't.
one. We
the first one.
didn't want to do that one on social media.
No, why? I think people would have opinions.
You can tell us them in the comments.
They
of
can.
course.
They can. But then that would mean that people would have to interact with us more on social media.
Do it, you cowards! Do it! Do it, you cowards!
It's not a thing. It's not a thing. So, what's our next question? We have 6 of them, by the way, because you wrote 2 of them.
Oh my god.
I'm cool
So-
with that. I do all the work around here, obviously.
Well, next time you can summarise your own work for us as well.
That would be nice. That would be nice. But then I
Just-
would not
just-
have the fun doing it.
Can I just give you your flowers real quick? The summaries on your website, super useful, super helpful.
Do you use them when writing your own books?
A couple times when I was writing the Frost Files, I think I went back and looked something up. They were really pretty comprehensive.
We try. We try. We have to be good at something.
No,
Right,
they are.
next.
They're extremely helpful. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
Next, would you rather be punched in the throat or kicked in the groin?
Speaking as a man, throat, please.
Look, it hurts Sayana.
I mean, yeah, I've heard it hurts. No matter what sex or gender you are, but still, there's something about a man being punched in the groin. No. Mm.
In the UK, it's called a cunt punt.
Cunt punt.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it tracks. Okay,
That's good.
I'm still sticking with throat. You guys?
Groin. I don't even like a t-shirt pressure on my throat. Never mind being punched.
To be fair, being punched in the throat hard enough can kill you.
Exactly.
Well, we're still alive. Can you get kicked in the groin hard enough that you die?
Probably.
I hope never to find out.
It will
Should
probably
we try
make
it?
things go wrong, and then you get gangrene or something.
Why you gotta go there, Claire? Why you gotta do that to me?
So I work in healthcare.
Oh my
I can
god!
tell you all about sepsis.
Please don't.
Are you giving him sepsis when you punch him or kick him in the groin?
No, sepsis is bad crack.
We don't like that.
No, we don't.
No.
What am I going to do? I mean, I guess I'll get kicked in the groin too. Why not? That's fine.
I'm the only sane person here.
Well,
You're the only person
organs on the
with
outside.
testicles. Yeah.
It's true. Male bodies are extremely badly designed.
So fragile.
Yeah. Why you gotta have dangling bits
So
on
yeah.
the outside?
I do Pilates and I'm the only man in the class, which is fine. But occasionally the instructor asks the class to do certain moves involving your kind of you're lying on a box, but the edge of the box is right up against your thighs, and everybody does it fine, and then you just got me in the corner going, can't fucking get in the right position. Ah!
Can I ask you a weird question
Yeah.
about participating in a Pilates class, what do you wear?
What do I wear, or what does everyone wear in general?
What do you wear? Because I know what a lady would wear to a Pilates class.
Sweatpants and a t-shirt and bare feet.
Do you wear like a dance belt? Do you wear tidy whities? Are you secure, or are you just flopping?
I mean, I wear underwear if that's what you're asking.
When I did yoga and Pilates, the men used to wear like cycle shorts underneath shorts, so it kind of like kept things tight.
I have never. I mean, I've got a couple of different types of underwear. I've got your standard Y fronts, and I've got your briefs. I think they call them in the States. And I've used both and haven't noticed a significant difference. I don't really put a lot of thought into my underwear when doing Pilates. I really don't.
Yeah, Oddballs. Oddballs is a good underwear, mate.
I will take your word for it. No, I mean most of the time I'm not worried about where things are hanging in Pilates. It's just occasionally when I do exercises on the edge of a box and I have to position myself very carefully.
How long can you plank for? I hate planking. Planking's the worst.
I don't know. I don't think we haven't done planking in Pilates ever. I don't think.
Really?
I mean, I can plank. I just can't remember the last time I sat and timed myself.
Will you
I would
do
hope pretty
yourself?
well because I've been doing Pilates for a while.
She would make us plank every freaking week, and I would just be like, no. And we used to call it Betty Stretchy Farty class because every single person in that class at one point farted.
Yeah, it happens.
It's good.
Just gotta go. The worst is when I was doing yoga and it was Betty Stretchy Farty because it was also quite close, and you're like, my head's right near somebody's butt. You know what? I'm going to turn around.
Well, are you guys ready for a not safe for work anecdote from my last Pilates class? Not involving me. Are you sure?
We talked about Tiger Pee. Come on.
Yeah,
okay.
And we also asked you about your underpants. So
okay, so we have a great instructor. She is an ex dance teacher, I guess, in her late 60s, and she was quite unwell recently. And she said, I've had to have a colonoscopy booked. And we went, oh, that's pretty rough. When are you getting it done? She goes, I'm getting it done in February 14th. That actually. About time someone put something in one of my holes on Valentine's Day. My Lord! Wow!
Aww.
I hope you cheated that because
slow
that's
clapping. Like what?
You. That deserves a slow clap.
I was like, yeah,
touche, madam. Touche.
A+. Well done. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm not gonna put her on blast like that. But she's great. We love her.
That's what you need. That's brilliant.
Okay. Next question. Would you rather face off against Jacinta or Kuhn?
Oh man, this is so obvious. Why would you ever take Kuhn on in a fight? That's insanity.
That's
you would
dangerous.
Die. Incredibly so.
I was thinking that you would fight Jacinta so you could kill her. That's the only reason why you would fight her. So you could kill her. You have to fight Jacinta.
I like her.
You liked Jacinta?
Because she's a dick.
She's a cunt.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of why I like her.
But like,
I mean, I pride myself on making villains who you can sort of root for.
Not this time.
Oh, she's got this evil wickedness that's like, yeah, I kind of get behind that.
No, look, she ruined things for me when she took Kuhn's pouch. And she stomped it.
That
Done.
was a dick move.
Done.
Yeah, that was a dick move.
We murder her now.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying don't murder her, because when she took the pouch and stomped on it, that was a dick move. She can murder people, that's fine. But you don't take people's personal property like that.
Not even a dick move in like a way that I would enjoy. Because normally I love the villain, yes, but you can't hurt Kuhn.
How the tables have turned.
Listen, the number of readers who have told me that when she did when Jacinta stomped on the plant, they all had variations of the same thought, which was something along the lines of "this bitch has got to die."
Mm-hmm.
Screaming asshole whilst doing the washing up.
Were you on the audiobook?
Yeah.
Didn't Anna Zhang, the narrator, do a great job of that scene in particular?
So good.
Crushed it.
Ugh.
Yeah. Anyway, I definitely fight Yasunte because Yasunte, I feel like I might have a smidgen of a chance. Kun would straight up murderize me. And anyone.
Yeah, well, because she's a screaming tornado of blades.
Yep.
Screaming tornado.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to steal that.
She is. She was literally flying in that scene. Where did she come from? We don't know.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
She's the absolute
you can
master
see the
of
weather report.
Raining, screaming death tornadoes.
Yeah. Yeah, with knives.
Yeah. She's the master of just like coming out of somewhere
tornado.
not physically possible to straight up stab you in the face.
Yeah, and we love her for it.
Yep.
That was one of my favorite scenes when you don't... I mean, you obviously know what's happening. But Yasunte has no idea. And she's, things are getting tough. And then you just hear the screaming coming.
Yep.
And you're like, what is that? And it just gets better and better every time. And she narrated that scene very well. The screaming.
Anna did a great job with that, yeah.
So good. So good.
That was a lot of fun to write. Yasunte's death at the hands of Kun was chef's kiss. I had so much fun with that.
I'm glad that she did die as well, because it's like there's always the really horrible evil villain that lives to see another day, and it's like, nah.
I've had a couple of people tell me they thought Yasunte was going to pop up in the last chapter as like she survived. I'm like, how?
How?
She tore her to pieces. She did.
She was stabbed a million times.
This is not comic book theory.
More clear that she did.
This is not comic book theory. There's very much a dead body, and there's no coming back from it.
No.
It's not like there's no bionicles in this universe.
No, definitely not. I was like, you people are crazy. She's gone.
No. She does not deserve to live. We don't want her back.
Yeah, she does not appear in book 2. That's not a spoiler. You will be relieved to know she's gone.
She's dead. She can't be in book 2. There's no way.
Oh no, the zombies. Oh, God.
No, please no.
But it's like just a finger. Because she's in pieces.
The only way
Lord.
The only way I would allow her to be even like thought of is if we're wearing her bones.
Yes. I don't think are there any bones left?
I don't think Sayana would disrespect Tuya like that. Because that's Tuya's sister. They hate each other by the end, but like Sayana's not going to wear her bones.
Yeah, Sayana's not, but Kun could.
Kun might.
Kun.
That's true. Kun.
Have to
Kun.
make the.
It's Mongolian and it's a crazy ass language. Kun. There you go. Yeah. You should have seen the voice notes I sent Anna Zhang, the audiobook narrator, because she was like, I have no idea how to pronounce any of these, dude.
She did a good job.
She did a great job.
Bet she had the list right next to her at all times.
Probably.
Okay. We got 2 more questions left.
Would you rather be buried up to your neck with a bucket on your head,
No.
or walk across the desert with only one boot?
Oh, that was not supposed to be the desert. We're gonna be the tapestry. We're not in the desert yet.
Okay. Walk across the tapestry with
Thank you.
only one boot.
Thank you.
How long have I got the bucket on my head for?
A few days at least.
Ugh,
Or
thanks.
unless an animal comes across and swipes the bucket off your head and then eats it.
Unless a tiger comes by and urinates on you.
Yes.
You know what? I'm just going to take the one boot walking thing. This is also another no-brainer for me.
You could swap the boot between feet to give the soles a rest.
Oh, that would
Exactly.
be so uncomfortable putting a boot on the wrong foot.
Yeah, but so's walking on rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
I've got tough-soled feet, to be fair, so I could probably do that
I'd
fine.
rather be
Yeah.
a little uncomfortable than, dead or urinated on and dead.
You didn't die. You're
Your
alive.
urination is seasoning. You're in a marinade now.
No.
Oh, God.
No.
We've gone too far
I
again.
thought my Pilates teacher story was rough. Damn it, Claire.
No. That was no. I choose walking with one boot, but only because I don't want a bucket on my head. What's been in that bucket?
You're being buried, fine. It's the bucket
buried
that's in
is
it.
Judging by the theme of this episode, pee has been in that bucket.
But no, don't
So
put
much
pee
pee.
in the bucket.
Where else do you want the pee? On the people buried in the sand?
No, I don't want any of this.
You came up with the questions.
Excuse me. You're the person burying people up to the neck with
Right.
a bucket on their head.
That's true.
Yeah, but
you did that.
Yasunte didn't pee on anybody. That
That
I
you
know.
know
That you
about.
know
Just
of.
because you're the author doesn't mean that you know everything.
Lord. Don't bring this on me, Claire. This is your fault.
You did tell the tiger pee story again. It is kind of your fault.
It all just comes back to tiger pee.
Always.
Circling around to the tiger pee. Okay. Last question. And this one is not as fun, but I was curious. It's not a hilarious question.
Boo.
I know. I mean, we can make it that way, but the question
Which we
itself
will,
is
because
not
we're all
hilarious.
hilarious.
Right, of course. Would you rather fight with a club, a spear, a bow, daggers, or sabers?
Bow. I have terrible reflexes and terrible fight skills, and any sort of close-range melee weapon, I would fucking die. Let me plug someone from 50 k's away, or however long a bow fires. Probably less than
I've got
50
two bows in the house.
Probably less than that.
I've got two bows in the house. Proper bows. Actual bows. I can't find them. I didn't do the course. They're not mine.
I was about to say, they're not yours, though. You're
Not
going to
mine.
steal somebody's bow.
I did buy them, though.
Okay.
So they are, they were gifts. I did give them to the family.
Okay. Have they seen active use?
Yeah, not with blood and people. In targets, yes.
Okay.
I'm glad you specified. Not with blood and people.
Well, you might think they're used for hunting purposes, but no. And then of any animal. For targets.
So you're going bow. You're going bow as well.
I'm going bow as well, yes, because I have them. And again, we have established already. Nobody needs this physical form. It is weak and fallible.
So you're
At
just
least I
going to,
can sit
like,
down.
loosely fling an arrow?
No, I'll use
Weakly?
the-
Frailly?
I can sit down and ball and arrow people.
okay.
I can't stand in one position long enough.
Are you
Just
going to...
ride a horse. Jump on a horse. That way you can move and
I'm
fire the
terrified.
enemy.
Horses are terrifying.
Excuse me, why are we riding horses right now? We have giant fire-breathing lizards.
I want to
Fine,
know
ride the
why.
giant fire-breathing lizard then.
Why is giant fire-breathing lizard not one of my fight withs? Because that's my choice.
You can't choose that.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly. I want to know
You
why.
have to be a raider first.
It's got to be something you can hold in your hands and use.
Fine. Arrow on top of a giant fire-breathing lizard. Arrow comes first. Then lizard.
I'm with you. I'm definitely sticking with bow and arrow because, like I said, if I were to use a saber or a spear, I'd get murderized.
Probably murderize myself if I used any of them, to be fair. I can't chop
Amanda-
a vegetable
Amanda, how
without cutting
about
my
it?
fingers.
I kind of like the idea of daggers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, they're
close
even
and personal?
smaller though.
I know. But they're unassuming. And
You
then I
like to
can
get
be...
right up close to somebody.
Yeah. I can slit somebody's throat. I can become a screaming tornado of knives.
I think you just want to be Hun.
I do. I do.
I don't blame you. She's awesome.
No question. She was amazing. And you know what? Most of the time she's just in her own little world.
Yep.
She's still paying attention. But you don't realize that. And she's just I feel like I can have that energy.
I think you already do have that energy.
I think you're right. I will unabashedly murder someone with a dagger, though. 2 of them.
I mean,
Tornado
I feel like
style.
I mean, you're a librarian. You can murder someone with a sharp look.
It's true. I can. I have that
Yeah.
skill. I do.
I can't be trained either. It's in
No.
me.
You're born with it.
Yes. It is. It is.
Well, that was a good would you rather. I like
was
that.
good.
I was also
That's
happy I
good.
got to contribute.
Yeah. 2 of them.
I know.
Shocking. Please, everyone, go and listen to the bonus episode.
Do yourself a solid.
I just breathed into the microphone and it hurt my ears. It was a deep sigh. Just go and listen to the bonus episode. It's really important. Jackson Ford is our favorite. So good. The bonus, I don't even know if we talked about the book at all.
We definitely talked about Hoon.
We did. And we talked about book 2.
And we talked about buckets.
And we talked about buckets. So everyone go and catch the bonus episode. You will not be disappointed.
We
But
have fun.
We did. But now it's time for If You Liked This, Try This. What are you going to suggest?
Okay, so I have not read this book yet, but my darling husband has and would recommend it. I wanted something with unexpected giant animals,
Sure. Mm-hmm.
which is not something you can Google and find necessarily very easily.
I imagine.
Reddit let me down.
Imagine
And
it's pretty
it's
tough.
called 7 Recipes for Revolution by Ryan Rose. And look at this pretty.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a book. I'm gonna get a sexy version of it. So, I'll give you the summary from inside the book itself. Paprick is a common butcher, carving slabs of meat from gargantuan monsters so elite chefs can prepare magic-granting meals for the rich. But Paprick's true passion is cooking, and if he can learn the secret art, his dreams of liberating his people and sharing the monster's magic with the world come true. He steals the precious ingredients needed to practice recipes at home, but if he's caught, he'll be executed. As his desperation grows, he ventures into the black market and uncovers a spice imported from unknown lands. Combining it with the last of his stolen meat, he cooks a dish the world has never tasted before, with side effects he couldn't have foreseen. The dish's magic grows Paprick into a monstrous size, and legends of his powers spread among the people. Immediately the rulers arrest him, but Paprick convinces them to make him a chef's apprentice if they ever want to learn his recipe. However, his exposure to the world of high cuisine reveals the rot at its centre, and with his new power, rebellion is only a few recipes away. And one of the things I liked about this as part of the recommendation is not just the giant creatures. It gives you recipes in the book as well. And also, how often do we just talk about food with Jackson Ford?
I mean, I don't know.
Please see the bonus episode today.
Yes.
Exhibit A, B, C, and D.
Yes.
So, I mean, it
It's really
might not be Mongolian, but you can't get more hashtag tenuous, not tenuous
Yes.
as
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So, what have you got?
Okay, I went a different way. I haven't read this one. Looked, went on a search for things, and then I felt stupid after reading so many review or summaries of books, so many book blurbs, just trying to find something perfect. And then I found this one, and I thought, yeah, this is great. So let me tell you the summary that I've gotten
Okay.
for this book, and then I will tell you why I feel stupid. Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. Clay Cooper and his band were once the best of the best, the meanest, dirtiest, most feared crew of mercenaries this side of Heartwild. Spelled with a Y, by the way, which you know is just badass. Their glory days long past. The mercs have grown apart and grown old, fat, drunk, or a combination of the three. Then an ex-bandmate turns up at Clay's door with a plea for help. his daughter Rose, is trapped in a city besieged by an enemy 100,000 strong and hungry for blood. Rescuing Rose is the kind of mission that only the very brave, or the very stupid, would sign up for. It's time to get the band back together for one last tour across the wild. So, like, yes. Yes, it sounds great. However, enter the stupidity when Amanda sees who has blurbed the book on the front. Nicholas Eames, author of Kings of the Wild. Stupid. But he said awesome, masterfully executed, frequently hilarious.
Frequently hilarious.
And that's true. And that's true. Yep. There's also a quote from him on the back, which makes the stupidity even fucking worse. Jesus fucking Christ. A ton of fun. The premise is awesome. The found family dynamic is masterfully executed. The dialogue is wicked sharp and frequently hilarious. Nicholas Eames, here he receives author of Kings of the Wild. Stupid. It's fine. It's fine. I'm okay with it.
It's fine. I mean, to be fair though, you look at the endorsements, but you don't necessarily take the name.
No, especially when you listen to the audiobook.
Yeah.
More than you read the physical book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid. It's fine. It's fine.
New and Indie Spotlight. Is there anything?
New and Indie Spotlight. I don't know how it's going to compare, but we got this one in an email, and I thought, okay, here's some hashtag tenuous links, but then I realized, oh, this is book 2.
Right.
So I don't want to share the blurb for book 2
No.
without having shared the blurb for book 1. So
Okay.
I'm going to share both of them right now.
Oh.
I know, you get both of them.
A twofer. I love a twofer.
I know, yes. But book Darker by 4, book 1,
Right.
came out last year. So it is not a new and Indie Spotlight. It's by June C.L. Tan. Rui has one goal in mind, honing her magic to avenge her mother's death. We love a rip-roaring rampage of revenge.
We do.
Yuran is the black sheep of an illustrious family. The world would be at his feet had he been born with magic. Nikai is a reaper, serving the 4th king of hell. When his master disappears, the underworld begins to crumble, and the human world will be next if the king is not found. When an accident causes Rui's power to transfer to Yuran, everything turns upside down. Without her magic, Rui has no tool for vengeance. With it, Yuran finally feels like he belongs. That is, until Rui discovers she might hold the key to the missing death god and strikes a dangerous bargain with another king. As darkness takes over, 3 paths intersect in the shadows, and 3 lives bound by fate must rise against destiny before the barrier between worlds falls and all hell breaks loose. Literally.
Oh.
So there's book 1, and then book 2 is called Brighter Than 9, and it comes out next March.
Okay.
And there's going to be some spoiler alerts here in this description.
We're full of spoilers, it's fine.
The world has moved on. With the missing death god restored to the underworld, it appears that equilibrium has been regained. But the nothing continues to threaten the underworld and the mortal realm. Trapped in hell, Zizi fights the takeover of his soul by Fours. As he begins to access Four's memories, he discovers a tragic love story that could be the key to keeping the mortal realm safe. Now, Zizi must defy his fate and escape hell once more. On the surface, Rui's life has changed as she is hailed as a hero by the Exorcist Guild, but she soon discovers the spell Zizi was forced to create is transforming innocent humans into vicious hybrid revenants. With the help of the other cadets, she vows to stop them. Now magicless, Yiren watches, hungrier than ever, until he begins a dangerous dalliance with Yuki, hoping the hybrid will recover Yiren's magic. And when he discovers a dark family secret, he must decide what he stands for before it's too late.
Ooh.
So these both sound very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Nice. Love it when we get books and emails. It's great.
Send us.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this episode of Fictional Hangover. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Claire.
Join us next time as we discuss something very different than this one. Holly by Adeline Grace.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Book boyfriend's back.
Look out for our Would You Rather polls and monthly challenges on social media. Don't forget about our book club on Discord. Be sure to visit our shop on Redbubble at fictionalhangover.redbubble.com for all your favorite Fictional Hangover themed merchandise, and become a patron of ours on Patreon at patreon.com/fictionalhangover. Until next time, remember, the only cure for a fictional hangover is another book.
You can find us at fictionalhangover.com and follow us on all social media at Fictional Hangover. If you like this episode, check out our others and be sure to rate, review and subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks for listening.